This is Ember Prime, and we are going to attempt to make her more powerful. Now, it's worth noting that this method will also work on normal Ember, but for the purpose of this, I have Ember Prime, so we're going to use Ember Prime. We will, of course, start out with our good buddy helmet. And what we will need to do is we'll need to get Terrify. So if we search Nekros or Terrify itself, we can replace one of our abilities, and we're going to replace the second ability with Terrify. Now you can see that we replaced our second ability with Terrify. So now Terrify is ready and raring to go. Now, let's get into the build, shall we? Okay, so this build is going to be kind of expensive because there's an Umber former involved as well. But in theory, you could substitute this with normal Intensify and substitute this with normal Sure-Footed. I just made sure to put Prime Sure-Footed because it's very important that she not get knocked down. If Ember gets knocked down and gets disrupted of her abilities, her health will go away almost just like that. So, yeah, we have Prime Continuity to help counterbalance Transient Fortitude a bit. We have Overextended, and furthermore, of course, Argus Secret and Intensify help nullify the effects of Overextended. Overextended is mostly so we can cast our abilities from far away. And finally, we have this augment right here. Inferno Augment. Enemies killed while under the effect of Inferno have a 15% chance to drop an energy orb. You may think that's nothing, but it says under the effect of, okay? So, basically, what happens is once you cast this with this build for 19 seconds, they are under the effect of, which means if they die during that, they have the percentage chance to drop an energy orb. As for Arcanes, I have Arcane Energized, Multi Augmented. Now, this is definitely your choice of which one you want to do. Multi Augmented helps quite a bit. Arcane Energize you can exchange for anything. I normally end up trading it out for Blessing. I was just testing putting Arcane Energize because I put Arcane Blessing on everything, but I like Arcane Blessing, so just choose whichever one you want. And yeah, as you can see from the different gameplay on screen right now and what's about to be on screen, Ember is very good at crowd control, okay? Now, a lot of that is thanks to her abilities being changed. Now, it's not like the old days where you can just press her world on fire once and she would just go through, set everything ablaze. But this build is no joke still. Her 4-2, that's what you want first and foremost. Her 4, no, you want to cast her 2 first to strip out her armor, then cast her 4, then cast her 3. Or you can do her 2, then 3, then 4. Or 2, 4, 3. Your choice. You can cast 1 for fun. 1 is her fireball. doesn't really do much in this build, but it is technically a fire source, so you can do that as you may. Now, a fire weapon might be, well, it isn't really per se needed, but it fits with the theme and whatnot. So I decided to go with it personally. But it's entirely up to you what weapon you want. But with that said, if a nullifier bubble lands on top of you, pop that thing, get out of it as quick as possible. Because Ember, this build especially, relies on energy, okay? It relies quite a bit on energy. You'll still get those energy orbs to drop and whatnot, but as an extra backup, just in case, I would run the Focus Score Xeneric. Because, like I said, this build relies a lot on energy. And yeah, this is just the build in action. It's actually not bad in both interception as well as survival, and it can hold its own on defense. Actually, funny thing is, I don't know if I have gameplay of it, but there was someone who seemed to rage quit earlier just because of the fact that I was killing everything with this build. So, yes, that is a thing that can happen. So be warned about that. And all the gameplay you're seeing is done in the steel path. But I did actually go through level Ember Prime multiple times in normal mode. And normal mode, the star chart, she can clear it so quickly. Now, I will give a word of caution, I guess. Her ability, her 4 is a bit wonky with line of sight versus non-line of sight. Sometimes it was demand line of sight. Sometimes it won't go with line of sight. But if you cast her 4 and it doesn't affect anyone, she will not use up any energy. Despite her using the animation, she will still make the animation. She just won't use up the energy. So that is a good thing. Now, again, you will want to cast her 2 Terrify from this build, then Inferno, Fire Blast, or Fire Blast Inferno. But you definitely want Terrify cast first. But if you accidentally do stuff in the wrong order, it's not the end of the world. You shouldn't just lose right away. You should have a bit of time. Terrify can be used in both a panicky situation and it's used to strip armor rather. So keep that in mind. And yeah, hopefully you guys found this helpful in some way, shape, or form. If you do decide to test this build out, let me know, comment section below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.